teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down, Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his second year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches. None bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Jaguars 7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. And this one is incomplete. This defense for the Cardinals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Go, go, go. Mike 9. Let's go, defense. 81. Defense.
Hey, go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, They know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Former run show Fatukasi. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 14, Jaguars 7.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Shotgun now from Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, fighting off the defender. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Hey, Haywood! Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
A final shot before half for Murray. Dancing to his left. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And when you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. But Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Man, I got you.
Hey, wahoo. There you go.
On play action, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the ground with Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dwayne Smoot. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And in Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jaguars 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Second down and 7.
Hey, Delta.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Hey, Echo.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Play fake. Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Jacksonville. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now, this is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Bravo! Mike 9! Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Hey, tank!
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Flushed out right.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To throw, it's Murray. Trying to improvise. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jaguars 24.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Etienne. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
218, chop. Hey, box drop.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Lawrence in trouble, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And Jones has it over the middle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Haywood. Yes. Go. Go.
Hey, we gotta get to that.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the screen.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.